Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another cheapo phone review. I'm finally taking a look at a channel favorite, a Welcome device. I think I've looked at a Welcome device recently, but I don't really remember, honestly. But I feel it's been a while since I looked at a proper Welcome device. So you've seen in the title and the thumbnail what I'm going to be looking at today. And you're probably thinking, wait, SMOOREZ, you've already reviewed a P30 Pro Clone on your channel before. Correct, I've reviewed two of them. I reviewed this in 2019, which is the video that made me stop making sneaker reviews and focus more on tech. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it carded at the top. And also the second one, which was found at a local flea market for $5 that I reviewed 2 years ago. And there was a third one, which I got given to me by a friend of mine, and I didn't do a review on that, but I've since given it away to the first prize winner of my 100k giveaway special. So Ben, if you're watching, I hope it gets to you safely. And now the one I'm taking a look at today. And keen-eyed viewers may have also spotted in the thumbnail a certain series of Welcome devices. The almighty X-SERLES series. Well, guess what? We're taking a look at the P-SERLES. Which, does that mean better quality? Buckle up, folks, because today we're going to be taking a look at the P-SERLES P30 Pro to see if it's... That's a lot of P's, by the way. PP. That's a staple of the channel too. Let's see if this thing's any good for what I paid for it. Before I continue on, timestamps in the description as well as a pinned comment so you can skip around to wherever you need to be if you want to, feel free. This is just a rambly and chill one about a device that I don't know because I've purchased it off eBay for 40 bucks. Right here. This is it. It originally was $50. I put it on my watch list and the seller offered it to me for $40 and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take it. And I knew it was Welcome because it says P-SERLES on the back of it. And the seller says that it's not a Huawei phone. SIM cards don't seem to register in it. So we're going to give that a shot. Everything works perfectly. And this would make a great media player or a phone for the kids to play basic games on. Or an idiotic YouTuber making content with it. That'll work too. The phone is reporting that it has 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. However, I'm not 100% sure if this is correct, as I believe some clones misreport, which is absolutely 100% correct there. Regardless, it's zippy enough and everything seems to work. It looks sexy like a P30 Pro and is nice and light. Also, I'd usually go to a listing and show you all the advertising and stuff, but since this is a clone of the Huawei P30 Pro, which was released in 2019, that means the phone's 5 years old, which time flies, man. There probably wouldn't be a listing of this P-SERLES clone available. There might be more P-SERLES phones out there, I don't know. It's probably just easier if we jump straight into it. So here it is. It's in a case. The case doesn't fit it. Well, it actually does. I actually own a real P30 Pro, which I'll show you soon, that I'm going to put in this case. Maybe. I haven't made up my mind yet. But there it is there, and at the back you can see that the camera cutout on the case doesn't quite match the clone, but that's because this is actually made for the legit P30 Pro, and this is the Welcome P-SERLES P30 Pro Ultra Super Duper High Definition mobile phone thing. Yep. That's good. So yeah, here's the back of it. Look at all the cameras. It's an HD camera. Some are at R1 to 2/27 ASBH. A shit bullshit heap. Another shitty bullshit handset. There you go. The TOF camera and stuff is just painted onto the back. It looks like it's a dual LED flash in there, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, we've got one real rear camera, and these two are complete duds and just there for decoration. Also got a fingerprint sensor, and I have actually tested this, and believe it or not, it's a legit one. I'll show you that when I get into this. This is very reminiscent of the X23 Welcome device that I looked at quite a while back. So I wonder if it's got any similarities with that or not. But a Welcome with a fingerprint sensor in all of the ones I've looked at is such a major advancement for these devices. The back is nice and colourful. Look at the waves. It's almost like the Sony PS3 background, you know, when you just let it idle sort of thing. Now, unfortunately, the back is made of plastic. It still looks pretty nice regardless. There's the almighty P-SERLES there. Good old P-SERLES. Missed you, buddy. Well, X-SERLES. P-SERLES is better because it's the Pro series. The X series was exceptionally crap series or extremely good series. Okay, never mind that. We have the P30 Pro sticker right there with both IMEIs. If you want to have a look and see where these are pinched from, feel free. They're probably from a P30 Pro. Not too sure. Around the device, we actually have a metal frame, which is also jumping to a Welcome phone with a decent build quality. At the top, we've got some antenna bands, which are actually separated from the frame. A headphone jack at the top, SIM tray at the side, power button and volume buttons on the right side, as well as a reset switch. And at the bottom, we have a loudspeaker, micro USB port, and a hole for a microphone. At the front of the device, it's looking a little something like that. We've got a bit of a chin on there, and a lot of fingerprints too. And we've got the front-facing camera just there, as well as the earpiece just at the top there. We've got a 6.1-inch display on this, and it is just an LCD. But how close do they get to the real deal? You know, it's got the same sort of shimmery, colourful goodness at the back. The camera bumps almost look the same. The LED flash looks the same, but as you can see, these details are just painted on, whereas on the actual real deal, you've got real components there. Size-wise, they're almost identical. The legit one is a bit bigger than the P-SERLES one. About the same thickness as well, but obviously the screens are a completely different world. So I'm going ahead and cleaning the fingerprint and stuff off the P-SERLES, but I've just realised most of that's underneath the screen. How that got there, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's ever been taken apart. Why would there be a whole bunch of fingerprints underneath the glass? Just agree with it. My P30 Pro has definitely seen better days, but you know, looking at them both there, they look about the same until you actually switch the screen on, and it's a completely different world because you've got the curved edges on this one, whereas this is just completely flat. Weight-wise, the real one's definitely a lot heavier. But look, see, I could put the real one in here like this. Fits nice and flush. Beautiful. And then I could get the fake one and put the fake one in there. See, it half fits, kind of. Oh, it's already booting. Well, here it is. We're booting up already. Wait for it. Rest in peace, LG. Well, mobile phone division of LG. We've got the pixelated welcome going on there, and oh, look at that. It's the red Porsche. Or is it Porsche? I've always known it as Porsche. Doesn't matter. You know what it is. And the first thing I said to myself when I booted this up, to make sure it all works, when I received it from the eBay seller, was the screen is actually really, really good. For a welcome device, that's actually really sharp. And if I unlock the screen too, look at all the icons and stuff, and the text. It is actually a decent resolution. I'd be surprised if it's a 720p display. If it isn't, I mean, it's pretty close to it though. At this point in time as well, I don't know the specifications of this, and I've barely played around with this. I've only done the camera test, and I've just quickly checked settings. So everything that I'm going to find out about this device in this video is just all genuine, because I have no idea what is under the hood of this thing. But I need to put in a SIM card and my micro SD card. So let's pop out the SIM tray. And there it is there. It's upside down, and we have support for 2 nano SIM cards, or a micro SD card, and 1 nano SIM. I'll put a Telstra SIM in, and my unspooky micro SD card, and then these go in there, I think. Is that the way they went? Should be fine. And now we just wait to see if we get service. Oh, we have 4G. We will have to check to see if that's actual 4G or not. So I'm going to touch and hold on the main screen first. Oh, this is the, is it Phoenix? I believe. What themes have we got? Oh, only one. But we've got a bunch of wallpapers like colors, and stolen off Huawei, and stolen off Huawei, and stolen off Huawei, and probably stolen off Huawei. Definitely stolen off Huawei. They're all stolen off Huawei, I think. The system files are in the description as well, so feel free to go through them and see what you find. There might be something really, really good in there. I don't know. These are all looking Huawei based. I'm going to leave it as the red Porsche, because I've seen that on so many welcome devices before. Sliding is just the animations, which is like books and stuff like that. We'll just leave it as standard, I think. And the weather is, oh yeah, the animation for the weather. That did work on one welcome device before, but I don't remember which one it was. Now, what is it doing? Why is it shining bright like a diamond? Rain. So look, it actually comes up too. If you have it sunny, and then you go back. No, that didn't work at all. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see? There's all the clouds there. And then it's raining. The rain's going at 3 FPS. Whoa! What are you doing, buddy? You're driving a Porsche in the rain. Don't do any drifts, or don't fly off the embankment. Good luck, sir. I'm having too much fun with this. I'll leave it to none. Shortcut-wise, what have we got? Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, torch. How bright are you? You are not bright at all. If you look closely, you might just be able to see something there. Gotcha. I don't have high hopes for that when I do the camera test at nighttime. Audio profiles, which is general, silent, meeting, outdoor, a sub-menu for that. This is a more faithful clone of the P30 Pro because we've got a very similar user interface based on Huawei's EMUI. Auto rotate, hotspot, airplane mode, data connection, location, screenshot. I can have more. No, I cannot. You can not have more? Nope, you can't have any more. That's it. And then swiping up, we've got backup and restore, but that's okay. Browser, calculator, calendar, camera, clock, contacts, downloads, email, Facebook, FaceLock, file manager, FM radio, Fprint MA. It's Fingerprint manager, but Fprint MA sounds pretty cool. Gallery, Google settings, messaging, music, phone, Play Store, search, settings, SIM toolkit, sound recorder, to-do, torch, videos, voice search, WhatsApp, and YouTube. Pretty much everything's on here that we need to have a look at, already installed for us. Performance-wise of this, just at the main screen, fairly reasonable, but when I was in settings, when I was playing around with this, I did notice that it is quite slow. So I wonder how much RAM is actually in this and what processor is in this, because once again, all that is unknown to me. I don't think this is an MT6580, but let's see how we go. So in settings, we've got accounts. There's accounts, add account, Get out of Google account. I'll come back to this though. Look how settings is laid out. And if I go into a menu and then you go sub menu there, very EMUI looking, but I quite like this though. So Wi-Fi, do we have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz? Or just 2.4? Just 2.4, unfortunately. There's also the standard Gboard there, which is nothing unusual. In SIM cards, shows my Telstra SIM card with the number, and cellular, calls, and messages are all going through Telstra. All looking good at this point in time. More, we've got airplane mode, default SMS app, tethering a portable hotspot, VPN, and cellular network. So let's try that. Preferred network type, 4G. Doesn't claim to have 5G. Interesting. Network operator, let's see if it does come up with Telstra 4G or 3G. Or both. Aha! Telstra 3G. Interesting. Well, I'm still going to give it a call anyway, see what happens. Telstra is the only one that's got the 3G network going at this point in time, so let me see if it actually does pick up. Will it ring? Come on, buddy, you can do it. Fluty phone. Does work. It's because it's 3G, that's why. And the call quality sounds as good as you'd expect for 3G. Nothing too special, no front sensors or anything, so I know why the eBay seller said there's no calls or anything on this is because they were obviously trying Vodafone or Optus. They don't work on 3G, and that's what this thing has, 3G, which means maybe it's an MT6580. Please don't be an MT6580, be something different, buddy. In connected devices, we just have Bluetooth and printing, no NFC. Apps and notifications, we'll quickly scroll through this to see if there's anything worth taking a look at in QuickShortcutMaker. I'll open up QuickShortcutMaker later on and have a play around with stuff. We've got com.mediatek.theme.huawei. Fair enough. Cheeky Android, there he is. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Probably have, but I just don't remember. My memory's horrible now. Device info, that'd be good to open. Factory test aging, fingerprint, frozen keyboard. Haven't seen you in a while too. Hello to you. Firmware upgrade, probably doesn't work. Launcher 3, messaging, mirror vision, mobile anti-theft, music effects, phase beam phone. 3 times? Alright. Project menu. Oh, set theme. Oh, switch app. Lollipop. We know what's on this then. Lollipop. Trusted face. Upgrade sys. There's a couple of things. Oh, what the flying fuck is Zagui Thai keyboard? Never heard of that before. It's probably for some country I'm not recognizing at this point in time, but I've never seen that before on a Welcome device. So welcome to the club, buddy. Glad to have you as a new addition to the wonderful, weird applications that are installed on these weirdo devices. Battery just dropped from 96% to 95%. This battery is horrible. I was outside doing the camera test. I had it at like 42%. I was doing the camera test and then it said, nah, your device is dead. And it shut down. So I had to charge it up, which then took about 5 hours to get to 80%. It's so slow at charging. I reckon this would have advertised a 4800 milliamp hour battery, but in reality it's probably got a 2000 milliamp hour battery that has deteriorated over the last few years, probably just sitting around. Display, mirror vision, which was in the apps. Wallpapers, we've already taken a look at. It's all of the Huawei ones, which will be in the system files, so if you want to pinch any of them, you can. We do have live wallpapers. I mean, it's on Android Lollipop, so it makes sense. Brightness level's not the highest, but I can bump it to the highest, and look how bright that is. Like, that's quite reasonable. If I switch this off, yeah, look at that. That's fairly bright for what it is. I'm not going to knock the LCD. It's actually a fairly decent one that they've put on this. Magazine unlock, I forgot as well. We do have magazine unlock, so like, see, blue, and now it'll be flowers, and then it'll be something else, and it'll be something else. It's pretty cool. Sounds though, we've got Fluty phone as the phone ringtone, of course. Other sounds, I was going to say, wait, what? We don't have best wait, what? Hey, whoa, hold up. Other sounds, there's no best loudness. There's no best autumn. This is strange, but it's definitely MediaTek. So where are the sound enhancements? I swear every Android Welcome device I've looked at has had best loudness or best autumn or something like that. Why do you not have it? Anyways, storage, we have 256 gigs supposedly of internal storage. That's incorrect. Anyone want to take a guess? 16 maybe? Security and location. Why is there a search there? What can you search for? Oh, the search doesn't even work. It's just for decoration. Well, location's fine. Security, we can do fingerprint. Then we go fingerprint management, and then we look how big the keypad is. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Secure. Please confirm the password. I did. Password, fingerprint app unlock, and screen unlock. It also said new finger too. So you just do this, and sure enough, look at this. Please raise your finger. Finish. Yes. Done. And now, if I do a little something like this, whoa. There you go. Right, let's see how fast it is. 3, 2, 1. Not bad. I mean, it's like the cheapest fingerprint sensor they could possibly put on it, but it works. It's a fingerprint sensor. And if I try another finger, nope. No worky. So a legit fingerprint sensor on a Welcome device. We've seen it before, but it's good to see it again. You can also use a fingerprint sensor to answer calls and take photos. So you just boop and take a photo. Or boop and answer a call. These touch control gestures can be performed with any finger and do not require a fingerprint to be enrolled. So you can just boop, as I said. But if I go back to screen lock, I can do face unlock. That's not face unlock, SMOOREZ. Trusted face, look at your phone to unlock it. Yes. Now remember, folks, make a silly face. Did you see that? That was pretty good, wasn't it? Licenses? Oh, open source. Hewlett-Packard Company? What? Oh, it's STL port. Okay. Let's see if it works now. Whoa, it actually worked. Even when making a goofy face, it does work. And now a random server in the middle of China has me sticking my tongue up my nose. That's good. And that's pretty much it within security. Users and accounts. I can go ahead and sign into my Google account on this. Will anything work on Lollipop now? It should do. We should still have some things working. Just by signing into my Google account, this phone's starting to get quite warm. Just MediaTek doing MediaTek things. Accessibility? What have we got in here? No services installed. I mean, we do have a couple of options, but it's just the usual stuff. Moving on, Google, we don't need to go into, but system we can go into. Language and input. Looks a little something like this. Don't have to do anything. Oh, actually, current keyboard. Wait, hang on. Let's try the that keyboard. Shut up, bird. I've just swapped the keyboard. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that keyboard. Whoa, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've probably just made a word that doesn't exist. I'll switch it back to the normal keyboard. Shut up, bird. Never heard of it before. Oh, there it is. Vibrate on key press. All that sort of good stuff there. Date and time, backup reset, and about phone. Well, let's update. Oh, it says it's a Welcome P30 Pro right there. Welcome P30 Pro. See, the brand name is Welcome. Told you. HD 720p. Ah. If it is a 720p display, that's awesome, but we don't have any updates. We're on Android 5.1. Not much we can do. We have a unique serial number as well. Amazing. Would that mean that this is one of the most sophisticated Welcome devices I've ever looked at? Probably not, but still, it's a unique serial number. IMEI information, there they both are there. 169 and 177, do they match up? They do. The information says P30 Pro, 2320 by 1080 resolution, MT6595 for the CPU, 10 cores, so it reckons, 256 gig storage and 8 gigs of RAM, 9.1. Let's see what you come up as. Oh, there's the Pi Easter egg. Super laggy Pi Easter egg, but it's there. Security patch level, 2018. Baseband is 2019. Look, I see 1216. 1 gig RAM, 2 gig RAM, 16 gigs of storage. I don't know, 2020 it reckons there. So it's got 2018, 2019, then 2020. Build number, I'll enable developer options. I've already dumped the system files as well. That's one other thing I've done. The animations are already down to 0.5 except for the duration, which I'll put to 0.5. That's all settings. So I've got a fairly good idea of what we've got in front of us. So let's go ahead and open up the pre-installed applications, test some of the functions and see if there's anything fun to look at. So backup and restore, which is very simple. I wonder if that would actually work, to be honest. Browser is the usual. Okay, it wants me to allow everything. If I deny this, it won't let me use it? Okay, there we go. I'm curious. If I type in Welcome P30 Pro, I'm the first result. Yay, P30 Pro Welcome. What? Someone has actually submitted the camera specifications that are found within the Welcome P30 Pro to this database. That's so weird. Even Welcome P30 Pro comes up on AliExpress. That's funny. Does it actually show any Welcome devices though? How many times have I said Welcome already? Like, oh, Twin Peaks. Oh, more Twin Peaks. Oh, more Twin Peaks. There's Twin Peaks everywhere. Twin Peaks is good. Browsing-wise is fairly lackluster, pretty slow, and the battery is definitely not holding up for it, but if you had this, you could not break AliExpress is broken. That's good. You could scroll AliExpress, you could look on Google for things. If you started to do social media and stuff on this, you'd probably start to see the battery just go whee. I mean, it's already doing that as it is, but I think you get an idea of what the browser's capable of. What did I do? Calculator? Looks like a calculator. Is it rad? It's not rad. Calendar? It's calendar. It's 2024. It's so weird wrapping my head around that it's 2024. Camera is up next. And here we have the camera. And it does look sophisticated, doesn't it? It may look sophisticated, but trust me, it's not sophisticated. We do have focus, and the camera actually does make a noise for when it focuses. See if you can hear it. Did you hear that little click? So yeah, that does work. It looks like we've got so many options in this, but in reality, we don't. We do have flash, we do have HDR. That does work. I'll show you that. We do have the bokeh effect, which you can toggle on and off. Doesn't do anything, of course. Timer works. Scene mode works, and settings works. In camera settings, we can see the picture size is 16 megapixels. EIS was on as well when I'd done the camera test, and I had the video quality on high for the first part, and then I was on fine for everything else. Now if we come to the bottom, we can slide along and see time-lapse mode. That doesn't work. Slow-mo, that doesn't work. Video, that does work. Photo, works. Portrait doesn't work, and pano does work. We've got panorama. I thought there might have been some fake bokeh effect on this, but none of that, unfortunately. And we've also got a 4x digital zoom, and look, you can see the little threads in the mouse mat. Look, all the fibers and stuff. Let me go ahead and show you the photos and videos I took with the WELCOME P-SERLES P30 Pro version 4, because it's the 4th one I've had in my collection. Back in a moment. Testing the rear camera quality of the P-SERLES P30 Pro, and this is what it looks like with EOS on. It looks good. The photos didn't look too bad from my testing, but videos is, I mean, we've got autofocus, well, manual focus, but we've got focus happening, but it's looking pretty terrible. This is supposed to be 1080p. I don't think so. I mean, that looks good, does it not? Yay. They look good from like 10 feet away. This is all grown back very quickly. I have to get rid of it. Those two fellas, the bolts, where are they? There they are. Look, bolts. And then these two looking happy. And then lemon tree looking good. And lemon looking bright as the sun. If I tap the focus, you can tell it's a lemon, kind of. Then we've got Zenny looking rusted and full of cobwebs. That's okay. I'll hose you down one day. The sky looking like a sky, and the faraway aircon, which you could actually see breeze edge in the photos, but can't see them now. And oh god, that's just me zooming in and out, and it's just flashing and going all over the place. Safe to say, yeah, this isn't the best video-wise. God, what is wrong with it? But photo-wise, it's okay. Okay, yeah, something's wrong with this camera. Okay, it's fine now. As long as I don't zoom in or touch anything. What just happened is the battery just died on this. I had it charged to 48% or something like that, and it was down to 0%. So I've just charged it for the last like 5 hours, and now it's back to 48%. And I've set the quality to fine. So let's see if this makes any difference with EIS on. I don't think it does. It looks the same. It's brighter outside, which, does that help? I don't know. I know the files are in 3GP format, and the previous quality was 720p, but this is what this is looking like. Manual focus. Oh, hello. Well, it did something. Yeah, I'm gonna say the LED flash on this is completely useless. I mean, if I go up close, yes, but if I try and point it in front of me, not really. It all just looks like a bit of a garbled, pixelated mess. You can see that at least, and a dog barking. Testing the front camera quality of the P-SERLES P30 Pro. How does it look? It looks good if it's not moving around. No autofocus or anything at the front, and you can't even see me. Hello, can you see me? Hi. It's very, very dark. Oh, that's good. And well, if I try and move around just with the front camera, it's not the best. But it will do, I guess. If I come into the light a little bit, look, there you go, color. Oh, the battery's low, 15% remaining. I had it at 50% when I came out here, so that's really helpful. But anyways, that's the front camera test. Ooh, can I zoom in too? That way? Yes, I can. We're back. Here's my chonk on the floor.
On the floor. Next to the Minecraft laptop. Nice.
Boop. Let's talk about the camera quality. The rear camera is actually not too bad. It's only 5 megapixels, and most of the standard shots did look fairly good. When I switch HDR on, everything starts to ghost. Even if I held it perfectly still, it would just make all the images ghosted. For just general photos and stuff, pretty good. Front camera wise for photos, fairly average. Only 2 megapixels. And then video wise on the front camera is 640 by 480. It looked about as good as you'd expect for something like this. Video wise for the rear camera, that's pretty bad though. I thought it might have been a bit better. Having it at high, which is 720p, and fine, which is 1080p, I didn't see a difference in video quality. It just looked the same, if not worse, at 1080p. So it's probably upscaling from 720p to 1080p. And also EIS doesn't seem to work either, but I had the option on just to see if it did make a difference, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. As for the nighttime shots, I can't comment on them as of yet because I haven't done them, but I can only imagine what they'd look like, considering the tiny little single LED flash in there is trying its hardest to take good photos in the dark. But it's more average on the front camera and acceptable for the rear camera, but just video-wise, it's just meh. Oh, can I actually edit photos too? What can I do editing-wise? Ooh. Punch, vintage, bleach. You can bleach? Whoa, look at this. Look at the filter just mad. I can add frames. Oh, look, it's looking like Memento. What did that do? Oh, it's sounded like a little loading bar at the bottom. There's a bunch of them though. Thickness. Wee! Oh, this is fun. Cropping. Want to see the chunk go wee? Okay, I gotta leave it. Wee! That was fun. Mirror. Ooh, 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 ah, wee, ah, ooh. Draw. That was supposed to be a smiley face. I don't think that worked out to be a smiley face. Can I draw a nose? Nope. How about a smile? An actual smile. That's horrible. Okay, enough talking about the camera. Let's move on. Clock. Looks like a standard clock. Nothing new there. Contacts, downloads, email, Facebook. We don't need to check. Face lock, which we've already been into. There it is there. Disabled by administrator encryption policy or credential storage. Sure thing. File manager looks like the usual stock file manager. FM radio. We need headphones. Let's see what's on Australian radio on a Thursday night at 8:34 p.m. Oh no, 8:38 p.m. My bad. In we go. I think the headphone jack's broken. It's not even popping up at the top with the headphones. These do work. I know they work. It's just this phone no worky. Headphone jack doesn't work. We won't be able to test FM radio then. Would have liked to have seen what was on the radio at this time. Moving on, Fingerprint MA we've already taken a look at. Gallery don't need to go into. Google settings, messaging, music. Speaker test. From what I've heard so far, the speaker isn't too bad. But let me try BFG Division and see how it sounds. That's the loudest. Skip along. Ah, that's too loud. It's okay. Not the loudest, not the clearest, but it'll do. It's kind of a bit crackly. Just a little bit though, but it's not too bad. Let me try the song I made many years ago that's probably really terrible and I keep showing it in like all my videos. But anyways, let me try it. So that sounds good. It's got the bass there and everything. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. It's pretty good for that. Just BFG Division being the noisier track, the speaker just sounds a bit crunchy, but something as basic as my song, that doesn't actually sound too bad through it. It is just going to be the usual speaker that we've seen and heard many times on all the other Welcome devices I've taken a look at. Nothing different, so let's move on. Phone, Play Store, I'll have to go back into to install applications, search settings, Sim Toolkit, sound recorder, what do you look like? Usual. To do, tap to add new to-do item. To do. Welcome. Cool. Torch. Oh, it doesn't make a click. Oh, 3 dots appeared. I haven't seen them during the test. They've probably been there the whole entire time, and I haven't seen them. Well, they don't do anything. It was part of the app, maybe? Videos? I thought these were inbuilt videos on the phone. They're not. Voice search? App isn't installed. Good to know. WhatsApp and YouTube. Let's try Costa Rica in 4K. Won't be at 4K, but we'll see how we go. If it works. Does YouTube still work on Lollipop? Hope it does. Yay! No. If it doesn't work through the app, I'll try it on the browser. Let's update it in the Play Store. If the Play Store works. Does the Play Store work on 5.1? Yes, it does. Ooh, Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, man, we should totally install that and have fun just tapping on the screen going, wee, how fun is this? YouTube. Let's install YouTube. Okay, I believe I asked for YouTube, but okay, that's close enough. Where is it? It's not even here. There's probably an explanation, probably due to this running Lollipop. Alright, well let me try browser YouTube then. Searching with Yahoo? Alright. What? Okay. This is getting extremely slow now. It's probably because it's downloading stuff in the background. Really starting to warm up, but that's alright. And also, keep note of the battery. We've got an ad first. Oh, we don't have anything. Cool. Sounded good.
This is my car. And this is my second car.
Kill me. Yay! Okay, it's super lag. It's playback. Alright, 4K. Sure. Mad lad time. 4K. Yep, no. I don't think so. No. Probably not. Let's be nice to it. I've broken it. Let's put it on 720p. There we go. Oh, we might have something at 720p. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Ah. It's crackling. It's loading. It's broken. It's not having a good day. Actually, I'll go into File Manager. I've got some 4K demo footage. Let's see if it plays. Nope, this video's not supported. This one? This video is not supported. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you YouTube. I tried though. But with it lagging that much though, I'm thinking this may have 1 gig of RAM, but let's keep investigating because you just never know. Let me start installing apps on this thing then. I won't be able to run Geekbench because it says that. I won't be able to install San Andreas on this, but I can try GTA 3 though. See if that works. I just realized why YouTube wasn't working, because Google Play Services needs to be updated. However, I go back to the Play Store and this is what I see now. So I try again. But I'm signed in. I didn't know this existed though. Hot air balloon. But look at this. This is kind of fun. Where's the magnet to? Oh. Well, I mean, you got the T-Rex game and now you've got this. Can you use the accelerometer? No. But yeah, that was probably my issue beforehand. Is it going to work now? Nope, it just crashed. Wait, maybe it'll work. Never mind, the Play Store needed to update. Let me try YouTube again. That still doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Nope, still doesn't work. Even though the Play Store is updated and I can't find it on there and Google Play Services is updated, I unfortunately still can't open YouTube, so I'll just leave it at that. I just want to check the specs and try gaming on this. So I installed device info hardware, CPU system info, QuickShortcutMaker, and GTA 3. So I'm going to do gaming first and then move on to specs. Switching things up today. Try GTA 3. There it is. I was going to try Doom, but I know that Doom will run on this perfectly fine. Put the draw distance all the way up, screen resolution all the way up, max it out. Dynamic shadows, frame limiter, pretty good. Let's see how this runs. Oh, the phone's warming up. It's getting warm. It's alright though. Hey, it's pretty smooth. Wee betchy. Mad drift too. Wow, sick. Alright, let's go.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Drive is what I'll do. And it looks good. Does it run good? That's pretty much full speed. A little bit chuggy, but oh, sorry truck. Oh, almost flipped it. Hey, this is pretty good. If this was an MT6580 and 1 gigs of RAM, I wouldn't be seeing this right now. So I think it's slightly more powerful. If this actually does have a 720p display, then things are looking pretty good for this, but oh, I can't get in the cop car. I did try San Andreas on this, but it doesn't work. GTA 3 works, however. and it's actually at a decent speed. I finally... No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I flipped it. Yeah, not too bad. We're finally almost finished with this thing. I know there wasn't too much to look at on this. It was more just a curiosity, because I haven't had a P-SERLES in my collection. So now I've got a P-SERLES in my collection. But what do you have inside of you, P-SERLES? Let's check device info hardware. And we've got a 720p display, but an MT6580. That's the weirdest combination ever, but alright, sure. And 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage. But look, it's actually called the WELCOME P30 Pro, so I was not expecting that. MT6580, WP. As I said earlier, I don't think MT6580's in this. Yep, sure enough, it's MT6580. System, WELCOME P30 Pro 5.1, P30 Pro, MT6580, all that good stuff there. 720p display at 44 hertz. It looks nice though. And multi-touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-point multi-touch. And all the fingerprints. Sorry, some are under the screen, I can't do much about them. Memory, 2 gigs of DDR3 and 16 gigs of internal storage. Cameras, 2 megapixel and 5 megapixel, which is what I confirmed with the camera test. Battery says 1000 milliamp hours for the power profile. We'll check it when we pull it apart. Thermal is 43.8 degrees for the CPU, which is about correct now. During more intensive tasks, it did warm up quite a bit. And sensors, we've got a proximity sensor supposedly, and a light sensor, but I don't see any of them at the top there. I don't think I'm going to rip the shielding off this one, because it says the Samsung module there, MT6580's there, so I'm pretty right to leave the shielding on. Unless it's easy to take off, then I will. Let me try the other system info app real quickly, just to see if there's anything different. It says Alps, as usual, P30 Pro there, MT6580, no root access either. Oh, it says 256 gig memory here, we know it's 16 gig, 2 gigs of RAM, 720p display, impressive. Gotta say. Oh, the proximity and light sensor are just duds. Cameras, it usually crashes here. No, 5 megapixel and 2 megapixel. Well, all that we're left with on this pretty uninteresting device, well, it has had some interesting things like the fingerprint sensor and the keyboard and a couple of other things here and there, but QuickShortcutMaker is what we're going to use to check all those other little hidden things that are seen in the apps. So let's see what we've got. Backup restore is part of MediaTek. That makes sense. Browser's using the Huawei browser icon, I believe, that I've only just noticed now. Common data surface is cheeky Android. Device info, Kingston time. What do you do? Okay, P30 Pro, MT6580, there it is, right there. Brand welcome. I'm pretty sure that says brand welcome. Does that say brand welcome? If that actually says the make is welcome, then that means a welcome is an actual thing. I mean, I call a device a welcome device if it boots up saying welcome, but if it actually says the make of it, that's going to be, oh my god, the brand is welcome. Holy moly. There it is, folks. Confirmed brand is welcome. That's amazing. Put that in your calendars, folks. We have confirmation that welcome is a brand. And here is all the full specs here. So yeah, I really don't need to take this apart because it tells me everything that's in this. I thought that said, I thought that said cock, but it says cockle. Cockle cock. Cockle. Cocklook. Cocklook? Cocklook. It's a cocklook. Dialer documents, engineer mode, factory test. Whoa, that's a lot. Just looking a little something like that. Gravity. Can you test gravity? Ooh, gravity. Battery? Not charging. Power health. Good. Kingston time. I've heard that before. That's very familiar to me. I've seen it on a couple of other devices before. The fingerprint is by MAF print. So not much to do there. Where's the stuff to change the specs? Come on. Huawei project. Hello. What do you do? Background. Wait, what? Is this actually pinched off Huawei? What does this do? Veneer informations? Isn't veneer a thing with your teeth? Oh, well, there it is there. Okay. Manufacturer info. Doesn't work. Other info. Doesn't work. Verify key. Doesn't work. Does any of this work? Software upgrade. Memory card upgrade? Oh my god, you can do a memory card upgrade? Well, that would be interesting. Restore factory? Well, I know what that's going to do. Battery charge. Yeah, okay. So I think they've just called that Huawei, but it's not Huawei, unless it is Huawei. No, it doesn't. That doesn't make sense. Set theme. Let's see if we can set a theme. Did I break it? Set theme doesn't seem to work. Switch app. There we go. Aha. Switch boot animation. Oppatel and VoIP. VoIP? VoIP? Yeah, okay. ROM, we can set it from 32 gig to 512 gig. We'll do it to true. RAM, we'll do it to true, but I could have 12 gig if I want. Switch fake 4G. True. So there you go. Switch phone model. Oh, it can also be called the iZook M1S, the Nucleo.
Nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear.
Pearl 1, RS35 Pro Note 7. Oh boy, if I set it as a Note 7. P37 Pro and the Opt 35. I'll leave that. Camera, I'll have it as real. So that. CPU, we'll have it as Snapdragon 835, MT6580. Actually, it'll do MT6580p, because that makes sense. Manually change the model. Here we go, so we'll do Welcome. That's not how you spell welcome, so P30 Pro. Good stuff. Now let's switch the boot animation to Optel. Let me just see if I've actually changed that or not. Did I break it? Uh-oh. No, that's fine. About phone, and there it is there. See? Change it all. Oh, I didn't change the CPU cores. Let me just reboot it, though. Ooh. It's the Opt 35 now. Let's see if you have a boot up tone. Come on. Some hilarious boot up sound. Like a springy thing, or I don't know. Beep beep. No? Nah. Optitel. I've never heard of Optitel before. Probably some obscure mobile that exists in some country. I'll try the next one. But let's set it as Voopy. Voopy? Voopy will do. Alright, let's try this. Oh. That was uneventful. Once again, another brand that I've never heard of before, but sure. We'll have to change it back to Welcome. That's what you are, buddy. Do you have a sound? Do you make a noise? Do you have a jingle? I'm going to Google Voopy. Oh, no sound. Sad. I typed in WEP phone and it comes up with VoIP phone. That's not what I wanted. Let me change it back to Welcome. Oh, look, Galaxy 4 just there as well, by the way, for the black hole. Those were the days, eh? Upgrade sys? Folders activity. How did you fuck that up? It's a flotter. Yeah, sure, let me add a flotter. You bunch of dorks. Flotter. Guess. What is it guessing? Okay, let's try the next one. What's this do? What do you do? Come on, buddy. Oh, that's not gonna open. Flotter. Yes. Yes, flotter. Oh, so not going to be able to pronounce that properly. It's made by, not going to be able to pronounce that properly either. Myanmar. Myanmar. I think I got it. Is there anything else to open up? Oh, that flotter was funny. Say it again. Flotter. Good job. Well done. A for effort there. That's everything on the P-SERLES. It's not as horrible as the X-SERLES. That's for sure. While we have the MT6580, we have 2 gigs of RAM, which is good. 16 gigs of storage, still 3G, and MT6580, as I just said before, speedy quad-core. But we actually have a 720p display on this and a fingerprint sensor. And a steel frame too. Things do look good about this P30 Pro. Out of the other 2 P30 Pros that I've looked at, the first one from Wish was very basic. The second one, I believe, was pretty much the same. This is like the higher spec version before it gets to like the Goo phone level of it looking like a clone and having software resembling Huawei. In terms of the hardware for back in 2019, 2020 as a knockoff of the P30 Pro, I mean, it's got some stuff going for it. It definitely has that. At the end of the day, it is a P-SERLES. It's got the summer... Oh, that says summer fit. I didn't realize. It says summer fit, not summer it, with its really good cameras and LED flash, but it's fingerprint sensor and 720p screen. They're the highlights of this thing. I honestly was expecting something better than an MT6580 in this thing, but it is what it is, isn't it? There you go. That's pretty much having a look at this thing. I think we should tear it down and have a look at the insides of our friend. So let's switch you off and actually hear the power off tone. Wait. There we go. If you go through the system files, find the animations and, I don't know, feel free to use them for something. Now, what lingers inside of this thing? Well, there'd be a battery and a motherboard and some other things. I didn't try the kill switch. Let me try the kill switch. Boop, it's dead. See? Easy. Because I've taken apart so many cheapo devices, I'll look inside of this and go, oh, I've never seen that before, but I probably have. So bear with me. Let me just... Ooh, they've stuck this... Now, let's take the plastic back cover off and take a look inside of our buddy. Okay. Oh, it just snaps into place? Does it? Okay, well, this is helpful. Oh, we're in. Yeah, just snaps into place. I did break some of the snappy snaps. There's the battery there, which I'll have to Google that, but I believe that should be a 2200 mAh battery. That's just a guess, by the way. But the motherboard is definitely looking familiar. There's also a heap of screws we've got to take off to get a better look at the innards of this. I want to see the wireless cameras. Oh, there is a sticker there too. What does it say? Not too much. Look at this technology. Look at this. Oh my god. Wireless cameras. Did that appear at CES this year? They just stick them on with some adhesive and problem solved. There's a whole bunch of test points on this thing too. Let me take out however many screws are on this thing. Get off me. Thank you. I did have a look at the X23 video that I made many years ago. Quickly went through it, and I believe the motherboard that's in this is the same that was in that. I think. I've lost track of these devices. I've looked at so many different variations of them, and I don't remember much of them. Some things sometimes, you know, stick out, and I'll remember it, but for the most part, it's fairly forgettable. There's probably a screw onto here too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there is. Look at the screw pile. It's better than Apple. Wow, this plastic is super thin. Whoa. Holy moly. Look, we can see the blue frame though. It's blue. Taking out the bottom loudspeaker, we've got the coin style vibration motor, the micro USB port, not that you can see it, and I believe there's a microphone somewhere on that board, and of course the usual speaker just in there, but nothing too exciting on there, so I'll just plonk that back down into place. I just want to point out the LED flash there too, just sort of dangling there. Just there it is. Oh, well, there was a sticker on it. That's now gone. Oh, there it is there. That sticker was probably making it worse. Let's take out the board then. So we've got the fingerprint sensor, which is just there. Probably reused off something, to be honest. So the rear camera is just this little guy here, which there is a code on there, just like so. If you want to Google that. I can see inside there is a mechanism for when it does focus. That's when it clicks. Oh, there's another code at the back there too. There. And it says 500 watts, which is confirmed. It's 5 megapixels. Good to see it confirmed. The front camera is the same, I believe. It's got 200 watts on there. Yes, it does. So 200 watts on there. Little fella. Just there. The LED is basically just stuck down into place on its own little flex cable. The earpiece is just to the side there. So I'll just pry that out any old way. And with that, that's it. That is our motherboard, battery just there. So the screen says 6.26 inches, but that wasn't the case though. Oh, because they've put the bezels on it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, look at this. Look at that. That's how the glass has fingerprints on it, because the LCD has been taken out before. That's barely holding on. Okay, this is actually really cool. The LCD is actually clipped into place. Look at that. That's fine. There you go. That is really cool. Phone manufacturers, if you're watching, perhaps try this. That actually makes for an easy screen replacement. If it's just clipped into place, put a waterproof seal around it, clip it into place, bam, done. That is so simple. But we are left with the solid frame there, which you can certainly see, that is metal. I was going to try and disassemble the LCD, but I kind of heard a crack, and it didn't sound that good. So I'm going to just pretend that I didn't do anything to it. And I'll just plonk that back on there. But look how easy this is. Look at that. Just clips down into place. No worries. 10 out of 10 repairability right there. But let's take a look at this board. And that does look very familiar to what I've seen before. And it was made in 2020, as it says there. And the shielding is the usual stuff that I'd have to remove, but I trust that it's MT6580 in there. And at the back there, we've got a code. It says 2019. Fairly interesting teardown, to be honest. Wasn't expecting the screen to just pop out like that. It was pretty good. I googled the battery and it reckons it's 4,500 milliamp hours. Oh, this battery was used in the X-SERLES Mate 20. That's probably where I remember it from. I've probably found the capacity before, but it looks like it'd probably be 2,000 milliamp hours, maybe a bit more. I'm gonna try and put this back together if I can. Before I commit to putting all 73 screws in, I just want to see if it still works. Whoa, I didn't kill the LCD. I'll display all the specs of the WELCOME P-SERLES P30 Pro to the side here. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Take a look at all the specs. Take it all in. All wonderful MT6580 goodness of it. At least it's got 2 gigs of RAM. We need boot audio 3. We'll get there one day. Fingerprint sensor, 720p display. There are some positives in this. For a $40 device I've bought off eBay. It's just a Welcome with some fancier parts. Super easy to pull apart, and I wish more phone manufacturers done that instead of just gluing everything together. This is so simple, just pop it open, done, easy. But having stuff like that probably hurts water resistance as well. Alright, all 633 screws are back in. No, I said 73 before, didn't I? close enough. And just slap this bad boy back on there. Good job. Still in one piece. Well done, me. What? I have a small problem. I think I killed the cameras, because look. If I do this, it's upside down. Oh, whoops. I may have to pull it apart again and reseat the cameras. I probably didn't put them in properly. That's okay. That's enough of looking at this thing. I hope it wasn't too painful looking at this. I mean, it wasn't painful for me. I actually thought this was quite breezy looking through this. The X27 X-SERLES thing, that was painful. The P-SERLES? It's the performance series. Well, the X-SERLES X27s have dual cores in them. And this has a quad core. So there's a big difference. But that's it. Let's have a look at this thing. Hope you all enjoyed this one. It's probably the second time that I've had a Welcome device with an actual fingerprint sensor. Ooh. See? Still works. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you thought of this one down below. If you're still watching. And if you are still watching, thank you so much for sticking through this one. I really do appreciate it. But if you had to use the timestamps to skip on through and stuff, that's all good. That's why they're there. And this was just the usual rambly and chill video that I always do. But if you felt like it was dragging along at some points or whatever, that's completely fine. Timestamps are there, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this one. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you got some entertainment out of having a look at this P-SERLES device with me. And if you want to do a drinking game of how many times I say welcome, feel free. You'll be absolutely wasted in 5 minutes. But I promise this is the last P30 Pro I'll look at. I've looked at 3 of the things, I don't need to look at another one. But it was good coming back to an actual welcome device and having to play around with it and stuff, and yeah. It was a spur of the moment thing that I seen on eBay. That's why I had it on my watch list, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to purchase it, but the seller said, hey, have it for 40 bucks, and here we are. So thank you so much everyone for watching this one. I really do appreciate it. It's the second upload of January, and I also have something that I'm thinking of doing. It's in planning stages. I want to do a video series highlighting all of the phones in my collection. Mind you, it's going to be several parts, but I'm going to film like a little pilot sort of thing, like a test of just me showing what the series would be, and if people like it, I'll continue with it and show you all of my phones over however long it'll take. But if people go, no, that's not really for me or whatever, then I'm happy to just keep it very minimal and not like a priority sort of thing. But I'd like to show you all my phone collection. I think it'd be really cool. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. As always, everyone, take care, stay safe, be good people. I'll see you all very, very soon. Even though I said I'm going to take a break, which I'm actually having a break, but I'm just doing pretty easy videos for now and not doing anything too complicated. So it's kind of a break in some way. It makes sense to me. Don't worry, all is good. But until the next time I see you all, keep being awesome, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Hopefully.
If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.